He keep talking about the fight against me, and after that fight, let's see, we will do some things because everybody want this fight.
I think right now, yeah, I think Topuria Islam, it can be biggest fight, not John Johnson Pereira.
Okay, so Islam isn't slowing down after UFC 322 at all. He's actually revealed that once he takes on Jack Della Maddalena, he's got his sights set on Ilia Topuria next in what could be another huge matchup. He even spilled the beans on streamer Adin Ross's channel, saying he really wants to get in the octagon with Ilia. Fans are already super hyped for this one. And honestly, if it happens, it could be one of the biggest super fights the UFC has seen in a long time.
Actually, or if it does, whatever.
It can happen. Like, easy, maybe like biggest fight.
I think it'll be the biggest fight.
Biggest fight,
Yeah.
everybody know, and I also want. And I think next year is the best time.
But first, Islam is totally locked in on his upcoming fight with Jack Della Maddalena. Everyone's wondering how he's going to manage his goals across two different weight classes. But with his amazing grappling and tons of experience at the top, he's just ready to show everyone again why he's one of the best in the world. He's got a lot to prove every time he steps in there.
No, not because of he bigger guy, because he's good, you know. He's good. I saw his fight with Bilal, with many guys. He's good everywhere, but I believe, you know, he's good in, yes, he's striking like pretty good, but I saw his wrestling, he can defend, his grappling, he like feel, if somebody take him down, it's not like something's, he's surprised, you know, he feel good also there, but I know my skill is better.
Meanwhile, Jack Della Maddalena actually shared his thoughts on facing Islam, and he knows it's going to be a tough, all-around fight. He totally gets that there will probably be a lot of grappling, especially with Islam's background and skill. For Jack, the big focus is how well he can react in those moments. He's expecting a full-on mixed martial arts battle that's going to test both of them.
Well, going in there 5 rounds of Islam, you got to expect to at least hit the ground at some point. You know, he's battle tested. He's been in there against some of the best guys, so expect to hit the ground. But that's what you can do with that. Obviously, perfect world be keep him away, not be able to hit the ground. But yeah, we expect a full mixed martial arts battle.
And get this. Even with all the training and knowing what's coming, JDM still sees himself as the underdog. He's totally embracing that role, feeling like he's got everything to prove. He says that mindset keeps him sharp and super motivated, so he's coming into this fight with pure determination and confidence. Even though he's ready for the challenge, that underdog fire is still burning strong for him.
No, I mean, we spoke in depth, you know, about, went into depth about what Islam's strong at, things he maybe he didn't expect in the fight that he was good at. So yeah, we came together with the team and sussed out a good game plan. I mean, I still feel like I'm the underdog. I still have that underdog mentality. I feel like I've got everything to prove, so not much has changed. I mean, I enjoy the underdog role, so.
Now, even experts like Chael Sonnen, who's always admired Jack's toughness and how he climbed from an undercard fighter to a top contender, actually see Islam Makhachev as the favorite now. Sonnen pointed to Islam's improved skills, his smart approach, and all his experience as the main reasons he thinks Islam has the edge in this high-stakes fight.
My official method of victory is decision. Very difficult time thinking that Islam could finish Jack. I have too high of a respect for Jack. I remember the first time, I remember being the one that brought him to you guys. And he got brought to me by my producer, Ryan Parsons. Hey, you see this guy? And Ryan married a gal from Australia, so he loves Australia. But when he sees this Australian fighter, he's like, chill, you gotta see this guy, Jack Della.
Sonnen also took a moment to look back at Jack's whole journey in the sport. He remembered how he first spotted Jack's talent early on and even tried to get him some attention. Even though Sonnen still thinks highly of Jack's power and resilience, he admitted that Islam's mix of grappling, striking, and just overall versatility probably makes him the favorite. He's pretty sure it'll be a competitive fight, but his current read is that Islam will come out on top. Both these guys are bringing some serious heat to the octagon.
He didn't know how to say Jack Della Maddalena, so we're the ones at Bad Guy Inc. that named him JDM. We're the ones that did that. Give me credit or not, but nobody has had 3 initials except GSP. We're the ones that brought JDM. So my point is, I've been on this guy from the beginning. I've been on this guy since he debuted. I've been on this guy since he was an undercard fighter. And I've seen just what a rough and tumble character he is. But I've never seen him look better than his last fight. I've never seen him look better than he did against Bilal Muhammad.
Kamaru Usman and Henry Cejudo also jumped into the conversation. They talked about how Jack Della Maddalena's toughness, resilience, and striking power make him a real threat. They pointed out his non-stop pace and those powerful body shots, stuff that proves you just can't count him out even against top-tier guys. Honestly, this matchup sounds like it's going to be fireworks right from the opening bell.
I didn't think
What's up?
JDM had a chance in the beginning.
Really? I've been telling you.
Dude, yeah, and you have, and I will give you that, Kamaru. You gotta respect the game and the tenacity of a guy like, you know, Jack Della Maddalena, because, bro, Bilal Muhammad, what JDM did to him in that fight.
They also highlighted Islam Makhachev's versatility, which is huge. They explained that if his wrestling plan isn't working, he's totally ready to switch gears and rely on his striking. His super precise kicks and those nasty body attacks make him really unpredictable. It just goes to show you that both these fighters have serious weapons, and that makes this a super exciting and unpredictable matchup.
Bilal Muhammad maybe winning round one. I mean, winning just one round out of the whole 5 rounds, and it was all JDM, dude. He's got a heart, bro, a reach. He attacks the body. Man, I was going Islam Makhachev because he's my brother. But man, I don't think it's as simple as I thought it was, and I will definitely backtrack on that. And there's something that does scare me about this fight, Kamaru. There's something that Islam Makhachev said.
Henry Cejudo really zeroed in on Islam's grappling, saying that's probably what will decide everything. He believes if Islam's wrestling isn't working, he'll definitely have to lean more on his striking skills. Henry even brought up Islam's past fights, where he's landed some really effective body shots, knees, and kicks. But even with that striking threat, Henry's convinced that dominating the fight with his wrestling is Islam's clearest path to victory here.
Like Bikram Yo getting the weight down, stabilizing all these muscles, you know, feeling fatigue and things like that. But
Right, I agree with you.
And I think it's fun because we'll get a chance to kind of teach that to that next generation. Be like, hey, dude, chill, man, you know?
I agree with you. I think as you get later on in your career, you've understood those mechanics of, I don't need to spend so much time hitting pads or doing wrestling and doing these certain things, because I've kind of already established that. I've built that over time.
In his own breakdown of the matchup, MMA analyst Joey Ignola brought up Jack Della Maddalena's rise in his recent performances, but he also questioned if Jack's resume really stacks up against the challenge Islam Makhachev presents. He noted that while Jack's wins over guys like Bilal Muhammad and Gilbert Burns were impressive, a lot of them were actually pretty close. Joey even suggested that JDM's sharp striking and scrambling could actually open him up to submission threats against a grappler as skilled as Islam.
Islam saved the division from no personality, no Instagram followers, no pay-per-view sales, JDM. That is sarcasm. That's what a lot of people say about like guys like Islam. My analysis for this fight is gonna sound like I'm shitting on JDM, but I'm just giving you my honest opinion. I think JDM is a very good fighter, but I'm looking back and I'm like, you know what? The Bilal fight. Like, I think JDM deserves a lot of praise for that fight. That was primarily striking against Bilal, and that was a very close fight.
Joey really stressed that Islam's well-rounded skill set gives him so many ways to win. He pointed out that Islam has evolved way beyond just wrestling. He's showing off some super effective striking, and he's really smart about managing his fights. On the flip side, Joey feels like JDM's tendency to not just accept positions could totally backfire against someone like Islam, who thrives on capitalizing during scrambles. Islam's timing and his control on top might just give him the perfect opening for a submission once they hit the mat.
I think JDM's biggest strength in this fight, and what a lot of people are looking forward to, is going to be his undoing in this fight, because JDM doesn't really accept bad positions. He constantly tries to scramble. In those scrambles, he leaves himself vulnerable against an elite BJJ guy like Islam Makhachev, who is not just a BJJ guy, has nasty striking. Islam's striking on the feet, I think, is better than Bilal's, significantly better than Bilal's. And Bilal's hanging out at range, going toe-to-toe with JDM, not even really mixing the grappling all that much, where JDM's not even worried about it. And they're just kind of going...
Joey actually envisions Islam's technical grappling and his composure under pressure being just too much for Jack to handle. He thinks Islam will mix up his striking with takedowns, forcing exchanges that really test JDM's defense and his cardio. Even though Jack is super dangerous in striking, Joey believes Islam's balance of power and his submission ability will make all the difference, probably leading to a submission win in the second round.
I'm going to pick Islam Makhachev to get it done via submission. I think on the ground, I think Islam gets this done, and I think people are going to say, man, Islam's a freak at welterweight. How do you even cut weight to lightweight? I don't think JDM could have ever made lightweight. Islam did. And now it's not like you had like, oh, it was 2 months and Islam's randomly going up. This has kind of been known since May. So like Islam's had time to put on some size. And I think Islam can snatch up that sub. Like, look at the way he snatched up that sub against Dustin Poirier.
Now, Max Holloway took a look at the fight, and he thinks Jack Della Maddalena's strong takedown defense and constant pressure could really mess with Islam Makhachev's game plan. He highlighted Jack's ability to land those persistent strikes might test Islam's endurance and how he keeps his cool. Holloway sees the first few rounds as absolutely critical, with Jack trying to set the pace and wear Islam down. That combo of technique and persistence from Jack could make this fight super competitive.
Call me crazy, but I'm running with Jack on this one. I think the very first 2 rounds is going to be super competitive, and we're gonna see how the fight is going to play out. I think Jack's takedown defense, his anti-wrestling is going to be huge. He's going to show huge here. I think he's going to defend a bunch of takedowns. I think he's going to get Islam tired. I think the size is going to put that he's going to put on Islam is going to be a little bit too much. And then again, look, I know Islam probably trains with big dudes. Khabib was always.
He also knows.
Holloway also mentioned that Islam's raw strength and experience will definitely be factors, but he thinks Jack's really smart tactical approach could open up some opportunities. Holloway suggested that any moments where Islam can't keep the fight under control on the ground could be decisive. He's expecting an intense battle, with a chance that Jack could even get a late finish thanks to his pressure and accuracy. He believes fans are in for an exciting and action-packed matchup for sure.
I think Jack goes up there, anti-wrestles, Islam gets a little bit tired. In my mind, I see this way playing out. Jack getting him tired, getting his hand raised. Maybe, I think a 3rd round TKO leaning towards Jack. Only because, man, Jack can just ping you. I don't know. His accuracy is unreal. He just keeps pinging you. He keeps hitting you and hitting you and hitting you. So at the end of the day, it's hard to go against him. Bigger dude too. I'm really excited for this fight, man. I can't wait to see. Not sleeping on Islam. Islam, an animal. He's a beast.
And the lead up.
Before the fight, analyst Malcolm Wellmaker voiced his support for Islam Makhachev, praising his grappling skills, how much his striking has improved, and his overall experience. Ben Yaldaria, on the other hand, said he's leaning towards Jack Della Maddalena, pointing to Jack's boxing and his aggressive style as key reasons for his pick. These totally different opinions just show you how incredibly close this fight looks to the experts in the MMA world.
Islam is one of the most dominant fighters that we've seen, and we've all been waiting to see if he was going to move up. And now that he is and is having this super fight at MSG, it's incredible to be able to not just witness it, but be a part of it. But I do have Islam winning that fight.
I really don't know, because if JDM comes in and he's able to establish his fakes like he did with Belal and establish his range like he did with Belal, I think he's going to be a really difficult fight for Makhachev. And then Makhachev adjusting to 170 might not be that easy. I know it's easier to go up in weight, but adjusting isn't that simple. So Yeah, I'm gonna lean with JDM, but not.
Sean Brady has also thrown his support behind Jack Della Maddalena, seeing him as a serious contender for this fight. But Leon Edwards suggested that the outcome could really come down to how Islam Makhachev handles jumping up to 70. Edwards highlighted Jack's incredible speed and his ability to recover super fast in grappling exchanges, while also noting that Islam's stamina has definitely been tested in some of his past bouts. Overall, he sees this fight as incredibly competitive.
I don't know, man. It's a tough fight, and I say that, and then Islam could go out there and sub him. So, yeah, I'm just looking forward to watching it. Hopefully, UFC lets me be front row after I get a win. And I know
I'll keep going back and forth on the main event to see who wins. I think it all depends on how Islam looks first at 170, and if he comes out in heavy wrestle, there may be a probably edge Islam. But I feel like if we'll know from the first round how the fight goes. I feel like JDM does get taken down in most of his fight, but is great at getting back to his feet, and he puts on the pace straight away. And
beyond just picking a winner, Valentina Shevchenko actually commended both Islam Makhachev and Jack Della Maddalena, really highlighting their skill, their strength, and how they're both performing at their absolute peak. And Benoit Saint-Denis called the matchup incredibly compelling, saying he's super eager to watch both fighters in action. Their comments just really underscore all the excitement and sky-high expectations surrounding this incredible fight.
You know, I think that both fighters, they are great fighters, very strong, they are in their prime, and will bring the best main event ever. I wish both of them good luck, and yeah, very hope they everyone will be happy with their performance.
Very interesting fight. I want to do my job the best way possible, so I can have the privilege to watch it and to see what's gonna happen.
So, to wrap it all up, this fight between Islam Makhachev and Jack Della Maddalena is seriously one of the most anticipated matchups at UFC 322. You've got Islam's elite grappling and striking going up against Jack's precise boxing and crazy scrambles. Both guys are bringing serious skill, preparation, and pure determination, so it's shaping up to be a high-stakes, intense battle. And beyond UFC 322, Islam has already announced his next challenge against Ilia Topuria, which really shows his focus on constantly growing and pushing for future showdowns. His whole journey is definitely one to watch closely. The outcome of this fight could totally redefine both divisions and set the tone for Islam's legacy going forward. Fans are just eagerly waiting to see whether experience or pure momentum will win out when that cage door finally closes.